All right, so we're on Sean's property. He's got 140 acres here in Anderson County, Kentucky. I'm gonna be doing a property overview, so I'm walking the entire property with him. I wanna pick his brains about how the property's been hunting in the past. I wanna see what he's done with the place. It was great when he first contacted me. He's already had some timber harvest taking place, some cedar removal going on. His head's in the right spot, but he wanted to get a second opinion, make sure we get all our ducks in a row before we go crazy with the chainsaw and the tractors.
I think I wanted a second opinion on laying out my property. You can only cut things once, trees specifically, and to create a movement, a pattern of deer from going from one part of the farm to the other. I've had a couple of biologists walk the land, but having one that focuses on just deer and turkey management, I think Zack's just technique of native habitat. You know, I'm a father of 3, and so time is of the essence. And so if I'm not always having to plant a bunch of stuff, but can promote just the native habitat to grow is helpful.
We're gonna be going in here, we're gonna take a close look at his access to where his hunting locations are. What do the woodlots look like? He had cedar removal come in last year. We're gonna go take a look and see what's coming back up. What's the difference between getting a consultant in here versus just having the state biologist out? And I get that question all the time. What it boils down to is I can afford to take the time to have these conversations with the landowner, to let them ask questions. There's an exchange going on the entire time I'm gonna be out here today. It's just as much a learning opportunity for Sean as it is a chance for me to inventory the property and see what's out here and kind of figure out what the best plan of attack is. You know, he's saying time is of the essence for him, so I want the biggest payoff for the least amount of input. Oftentimes these plant communities just get out of whack. They've been neglected for so long. If it's an old cattle pasture or just the woodlot was just high graded at one point where they took all the good trees and left all the not so desirable trees. So what I like doing is getting in there and trying to manipulate those plant communities, get it in a more natural state, to something that's going to better benefit the wildlife and the turkey and the deer and those target species. You make good deer habitat, and next thing you know, you get Winslow sparrows showing up, or your king snakes, your box turtles. You start seeing all these indigo buntings, all these different creatures, your butterflies. They'll start moving in and occupying these new habitats that we're creating that were previously absent from the landscape.